Tonight on ReactionLand.
Tell him I'm a good kisser. Tell him
We have a requested reaction for the Foxes and Fossils. And it all begins right now. Hello everybody and welcome to ReactionLand. I'm your host, John Marshall. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe. Go ahead and smack that bell to be notified of future upcoming episodes. Tonight's episode is dedicated to the loving memory of our dear bassist player of the Foxes and Fossils, Scott Moncure King. As most of you already know who saw my last episode, the reaction to Carry On, Scott was actually supposed to be my first guest on the show, and he had some health problems, he had some situations, so I went ahead and put out the episode anyway. There was a good amount of time that we were able to actually interact and keep in touch over the course of the last 3 weeks. He just stopped responding, and now I completely understand. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go right ahead and jump into tonight's reaction. Chase, take it away.
if you're gonna tell them everything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them all the things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything, don't leave out the good part. Tell them the way that you broke my heart when you told me that you missed her. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. You know I'm not proud of the thing that we did. Didn't work out just the way that you wanted. After it all, I stood up tall. I kept my mouth shut so you wouldn't fall. Now everybody's talking about me, 'cause you dirtied me up just to get yourself clean. Get yourself clean. If you're gonna tell them everything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them all the things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything, don't leave out the good parts. Tell them the way that you broke my heart when you told me that you missed her. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Yeah, yeah.
Man, you better tell him that she's a good kisser. Better tell her she's a great kisser. Man. Outstanding. And so good to see Scott in this video. Man, it just... Scott was a very talented vocalist, bass, ukulele, and mandolin player. He was a native of Virginia Beach. Scott began playing in his mid-teens. He moved to Atlanta in his early 20s and began touring with former Ted Nugent singer Derek St. Holmes. Man, that's pretty impressive. He then moved to LA and began a project with Aerosmith's guitarist Rick Duffy. Who the hell knows?
I kill you.
I guess. When the project failed to get off the ground, Scott moved to Nashville and toured with artists Darren Norwood, Paulette Carlson, Shelley Wright. I've heard of her. His credits include tours with Martina McBride, wow, Tammy Wynette, Molly Hatchet, and Joe Walsh. Oh, legendary. That's all I could say about that. Man, Scott, you will truly be missed, my brother. My heart is broken, but my soul knows that you are no longer in any pain. You are dancing up there and playing your bass for God's ultimate choir. You know, it just occurred to me that I just never give Tim Purcell the amount of snaps that he deserves. I mean, after all, he is the founder of the group. He's the guy who put this whole thing together, who puts all the love and the time and effort into mixing. And I think he just does a fantastic job. And I'm so excited to be a part of this, and Chase looking absolutely marvelous in this video and sounding crisp and clean and no caffeine. So good. So good. I just can't get enough of these wonderful songs that these guys cover from these artists, and I think these artists really need to, just reach out and tell these guys, hey, thank you for keeping it going. Thank you for making that song stretch like a good pair of underwear.
How dare you?
Man. More than ever, I would really love to have Tim, Sammie, Maggie, Chase, Darwin. I'm forgetting the other gentleman's name on guitar. God, it's just okay. Anyway, before it makes my hair fall out, and
how dare
that's
you?
horrible. Any shout out to Mike Frey and to Lynn Wessel, Chris Stonehouse. You guys are without a doubt the glue that keeps this whole thing going. This group is like a thick onion that has so many layers upon layers upon layers. We're just scratching the surface. I mean, we've only fallen about 3 feet into that rabbit hole, and we're going to keep on digging. And I want to say that in Scott's memory, we're going to blast on through about 10 of these this month. I can't help but be honestly impressed and just genuinely taken back by the quality. I'll never say that enough. These guys are all about the quality. So I would really like to point out that this song has so much flavor. I get so much flack from people always telling me, hey, why don't you do a little research? Well, that's the whole idea of going into it cold. gives me something more to think about, gives me something to do later. I love the energy that Chase puts off. The harmony section was wonderful. I know I've said it before, these guys are a stacked deck. They have a quality that cannot be beaten. On our next episode, I'm actually going to take some time to read some fan mail. I'm going to take some time to answer some questions. So between now and then, if you've got something that you would like to ask or something you'd like to know about me, please feel free to leave it in the comment space down below. And I will check it out, and it'll be fun.
And then
we're going to be doing some live shows coming up because, let's face it, the YouTube algorithms just aren't what they used to be. In fact, I would say YouTube needs to change their name to ThemTube because they're no longer really about you or me.
And then...
But that's another story for another time. So, wrapping it up, I want to say that the Foxes and Fossils really tore this one up. And I have nothing negative to say about this except for I wish it was longer. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm John Marshall. Till the next time that we meet, God bless you.